Hi, y'all. Welcome to number 10 and me reading my diaries from when I was 13. These were from 1989, long time ago. Sure have grown up a lot since then. Been spending a lot of time in the mind of this 13-year-old girl, and it's a scary place, y'all. But she's going to be all right. Somehow I just, have this inkling she's going to be fine. So let's dive right in. This is a long one, several pages. Let's see what's going on in the FYD, 5-year diary. 5-year diary, right? All right. Sunday, February 25th, 1989, 12:32 p.m. Well, lots of news to tell. Not very good, though, but I'll get over it, I'm sure. Number one, there was no school on Monday, so I had to wait a little while longer to give everyone the good news. No big deal. I gathered everyone around, all the girls, that is, Stephen not included, and told them to guess what the good news is. Angel said, "Well, it can't be you're not moving." And I smiled and told her that it was. Then her and Sandy screamed at the top of their lungs. Everyone in the hall stared down at us, especially Stephen. I was so embarrassed, but I was happy too. I told all of them not to tell him, and they said okay. That was before homeroom. And first, I gave Stephen a note telling him that we're going to go through with the VDP after all, and that I had some bad news to tell him at lunch. Then he wrote me a note asking what the VDP was. I told him that I'd get Sandy to explain it to him one more time. Then he wrote back and say, "No, it's no use." And on the other side, it said this. Can you see? It's hard to tell, but it's one blank, 4, 2, 5, and then 2 more. The bell rang just then, so we went to second. At the first of class, I gave it back to him and told him to fill it in. He wrote, "I blank to blank up." Me, "Why? What did I do this time?" Him, "Nothing." Me, "Tell me what's wrong." Him, "Nothing." Me, "I don't believe you. Then why do you want to break up?" Him, "Because this is our only year together. I'd rather just be friends." Then I told Angel about it, and she said I'd better tell him that I'm not moving. So I did, and then asked him if that changed his mind any. He said, "Yes, but no." Then I asked him if that meant that he still wanted to break up. He told me to give some time to think it over. He never answered me that day. Number 2, I was upset Wednesday. He said that he missed me. That's why I was absent. No, sorry. Number 2, I was absent Wednesday. He said that he missed me. That's why I was absent, to see if he would. All's well. Number 3, Thursday, first hour. He gives me a pathetic note full of totally lame excuses. He said that I'd be better off without him. My grades, actually. Bull fucking shit. So I wrote him one breaking up with him. He asked why, and I told him everything. I had given his ID bracelet back Tuesday because of him wanting to break up, but we hadn't until Thursday. So that's it, and this time it's permanent for the rest of the school year. Next year, maybe, but not now. Number 4, Jackie Spence. Bitch! She's going to get her ass kicked if she keeps it up. By me and Carrie and anyone else who wants to help. Lori would, Shauna and Angel too. Sherry probably. More details later. Number 5, I'm not speaking to Shauna. She asked Wally to go with me when I told her not to. I was going to, but I changed my mind because I found out that he likes Annie Graw. Oh well. Truthfully, Lori was going to ask him for me. Shauna can be such a bitch sometimes. Really? Now, me and Lori and me and Sherry are becoming best friends. I'm starting to wish that we were moving again. I don't want to be around Steven anymore. I don't hate him, but I can't stand to think about what could have been. I'm going to force myself not to love him anymore, and it's working. I'm glad. I don't want to get, I want to get new friends. I don't know why. I just do. Like maybe Nikki McMillan and Amy Newman. They are already good friends. I really like them. I don't know anymore. Well, that's all for now. Later. Still signing it. Tonia. Can we see that? Yep. Woo! Lots of drama in the FYD. I need to really just let that go. It's not that good. So let's go back over this, shall we? What's happening? So the last entry, whoa, I'm not gonna move. And I'm not gonna tell Steven because we're playing games and we want to just jerk him around because that's the kind of girl I was. Ridiculous. But I was 13. What do 13-year-olds know about having a relationship? Nothing, because it's not a real relationship. You're in school all day. Ridiculous. Anyway, there's no school on Monday, so I had to wait to tell everybody. So I had to wait until Tuesday. And then, so this is like a whole week later. Yeah, because last entry was on Sunday and this is the following Sunday. So there's no school, so I had to wait. Angel and Sandy were excited and screamed. I remember that actually. I can remember the look on Angel's face. Well, it can't be that you're not moving. Surprise, bitch. And then, but don't tell Steven. Don't tell Steven. He cannot know because that's ridiculous. The VDP. That's the Valentine's Day plan that I can't even remember what it is. I haven't gotten to it in further entries. Maybe it never happened. I have no idea. I have no idea. So Steven wanted to break up with me, wrote a little note. Back and forth. She said, I better tell Steven. Gave me a pathetic note full of totally lame excuses. Be better off without him. I know about that mindset. I know about that mentality. I had it a lot at that age, actually. I still sometimes get that a little bit because, I'm a lot. And I think that being in a relationship with me is not easy. I mean, I'm not high maintenance in that I don't want a lot of gifts. I don't like receiving gifts actually because I'm weird and picky about stuff in general. So I don't want a partner that buys me a lot of gifts. Handmade gifts or thoughtful gifts are a little bit different. I really like experiences. I like someone who takes me to concerts or wants to go on adventures, stuff like that, shared experiences. But things, I mean, I keep looking up there as I've mentioned before. I've got lots of little trinkets and stuff. And I do have gifts from friends that were thoughtful, but most of the stuff up there is stuff that I bought for myself because I liked it, and I can never say for certain if I'm going to like something. Somebody bought me an octopus necklace once, and I didn't really like it, the way the octopus was, but I liked the thought, I liked the idea. I do have up there Dr. Frankenfurter Celebra Duck, which is a rubber duck that looks like Dr. Frankenfurter from Rocky Horror. That is a good gift. And it's sitting on top of a Napoleon Dynamite talking action figure thing. And those were both from my bestie, Angie, because she knows me and she gets me great gifts. She's not going to buy me some junk I don't want. you know, anyway. So, but emotionally, I think I'm not high maintenance emotionally, but I do like to talk a lot. I like to interact. It's hard for me to have a relationship with somebody that doesn't really talk to me. You know, I'm all about talking about our feelings and processing and shit like that. You know, I believe in therapy. Therapy's good. You should talk about things, get it out. This girl, she needed some therapy for sure. So Stephen wanted to break up with me for the whatever time. This next part, Jackie Spence. I was thinking about this the other night because I hate on her pretty freaking hard. And the fact is, she was just another girl who liked Stephen. That is literally it. She was in ninth grade. She was pretty. I don't really know much else about her. I didn't really know much about her then, except she didn't like me because Stephen was in love with me and we kept getting together and breaking up. And, you know, that messed up with her chances of being with him. But I mean, other than that, I wonder where she is. If somehow Jackie Spence is gonna stumble on these videos and be like, wow, why did that bitch really hate me? Girl, I didn't hate you. It was all because of that boy. You know, a lot of the strife that happens between girls and women over men is bullshit. It's manufactured. Society telling us that we're supposed to be competitive and that we're supposed to be backstabbing and backbiting to each other. And really, that's not what it's about. We're supposed to lift each other up and support each other and tell each other when that man or that person that you're dating is no good. That's what what girlfriends are supposed to do. I mean, she wasn't a friend of mine at all in any way, shape, or form. I don't think we ever shared any kind words with each other, but I was thinking about this the other night, and it's pretty rotten that I hated her as much as I did, just because, you know, she liked my boyfriend, my not boyfriend, my off and on boyfriend. Wally was a cutie though. He sat next to me in seventh period Earth space science because we were in alphabetical order. And he was just such a goofball. Like he used to make me laugh so hard in science. And that was Mr. Kelso's class. And Mr. Kelso did not put up Kelsey. He was Kelsey, Mr. Kelsey. I'm gonna have to dig out that yearbook wherever it is. But we'd get in so much trouble for laughing back there and being goofy. I just thought he was absolutely adorable. And I loved to make him blush because his face would just go full red. I mean, I still like making people blush because, you know, I like making people feel emotions. It's a good thing, but good emotions, not bad emotions. I sometimes want to move. Didn't want to be around Stephen anymore. I wanted new friends. What the hell was that all about? Me and Shauna fighting. I did like Nikki McMillan and Amy Newman, though. They were really sweet. I didn't really hang out with them a whole lot. They were, so my group of friends were like really just the dorky outcasts. We were the social misfits. I mean, at least half of us were queer. I think Lori, when the brief time when we were in touch a few years ago, I think she told me she's bi. Stephen was gay. Jason was gay. I'm queer as fuck all the way around. I don't know where Angel is, whatever happened to her, but I think if I had to guess, she was probably at least bi. You know, we were just kids. We're just kids. Why couldn't we just get along? Why were we always fighting? All the drama, so much drama. But, you know, I wasn't moving away, but then all of a sudden I wanted to be moving. I was so moody. Definite evidence of bipolar 2 disorder. That was definitely, or at least bipolar. I didn't know if, I mean, I can't say if it was bipolar. Well, I mean, it's bipolar 2 now, but that's really all there is to go over. I don't have any outside stories. Plus, you know, I want to move along and get to the next chapter, get caught up. It's not a long one, but if you remember, I said that there's something really big coming really soon. No spoilers. You just have to hang out and find out. Thanks for listening. Thanks for joining me on this silly little journey back through my 13-year-old diaries when I was just a wee baby crazy girl instead of the fully grown crazy girl I am now. See you next time.